Mom is about to cook.
Hi y'all, welcome to my channel, Cooking with Freddie. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we will be making barbecue chicken the Haitian way. Yes. So here I have my chicken drumsticks, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the skin. I'm going to pull the skin upwards and pull it through, and it's going to come right on off. I didn't want to show you guys an example with this one because it was ugly. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the knife and stick it through right there and pull it up, and then I'm going to take the knife and put it downwards, and I'm going to cut it down. If this is the first time you're cleaning meat, please do this on a cutting board so you do not cut yourself. All right, and if you have to clean your meat this way. If you're cooking for like a Haitian man, like a true Haitian man, you have to clean your meat this way, baby, because if not, they're gonna talk about you. They're gonna talk about you to their mama and to their friends. They're gonna be like, Mami, mna Amerika ma passe misère. Ma vek enfant même vient li pa kan nettoyer salope la. Basically, he said that you don't know how to clean no meat. He with you and he going up and through there, and you don't even know how to clean meat, and you nasty. They will call you nasty and stuff for not cleaning your meat like this. Okay, so if you love you a Haitian poppy, this how you clean your meat on the real though. For real. All right, and if you want your man to be faithful too, you know, if you want your Haitian man to be faithful, this how you gotta clean your meat. I mean, you know, some of them, they still gonna cheat anyway, but that's a subject for another day. This nothing to do. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. All right, so anyway, let me show you guys how to properly clean your meat. All right, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna put a slit. I'm gonna put a slit through it so that when we season them, all the seasoning could get inside of that meat, and I'm just removing any excess fat that I see. All right, and then because I want it to be extra, I went ahead and I put another slit in it, but usually I only put one slit. All right, again, I'm going to show you guys one more time how exactly to clean the meat. So you're going to take the drumstick after removing the skin. You're going to go ahead and put your knife right here, and you're going to put the knife going upwards. Once that is released, you're going to go ahead and put the knife downwards, and then we're going to remove this right here. Once we remove that, it's going to reveal some veins, and we're going to go ahead and remove those veins. We're going to remove all of the veins, all right? Every single last one of them, we're going to remove them. All right, and then when we're done removing all of the veins that we can see, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna flip the chicken. When we flip it over, we're gonna see at the bottom piece is gonna be a yellow substance. We're gonna just go ahead and try to remove that yellow substance because it's just excess fat that we don't need. All right, and I do understand that when cleaning meat, you're never going to be able to remove all of the excess fat, but we're going to try to remove the most of it as we can. All right, so here I am. I'm just removing the extra fat from there, and then I'm just going to look around the chicken to see if I see any excess fat else that needs to be removed that I can remove. So I see some right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove it, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a slit through it again, so when we're marinating it, the seasoning can get inside that chicken and it'll be very tasty. Now that I'm done cleaning all of my meat, I'm gonna go ahead and add some sour oranges juice. This is sour oranges juice, and this is basically like to sanitize the chicken. Okay, I'm gonna add some white distilled vinegar, and I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice. I only added like a little bit because you don't really have to add the lemon juice in there, this one, because I'm using fresh lemons. You know, it's more like a substitute if you don't have fresh lemons or you don't have enough fresh lemon, so you're going to add a little bit of that to help you out for what you're missing. Okay, this is how you cut your lime. You go ahead and you cut it this way, and then you flip it and you cut it this way. Then you're gonna have that piece in the middle. The best way to cut this is go ahead and remove the skin. This is gonna make it so much easier to get the juices from that lime, and you won't have to fight with it. Okay, again, this is how you do it. You take it, you cut it this way, and then you're gonna flip it and you're gonna cut it this way. Then you're gonna take that piece in the middle and you're going to remove the skin. I used to hate this piece until I started cutting it like this, because it used to be so hard to get the juices from it. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to clean the meat with the lime. All right, we're going to try to cater to every single last piece of chicken that's in that bowl, okay? And try to make sure every single last one of them gets some of that lime juice, all right? But sometimes, I mean, we have a lot of chicken and we don't have time to cater to every single one. Just do your best to try to get every single one. As long as you really squeeze the lime all over all of them, like just on top of it, and then you just like flip them. You're gonna see me do it. You just flip them back and forth to make sure all of them is getting some of that lemon and that lime and that vinegar. Then you're gonna be fine. They're all gonna get some of that stuff to help sanitize the chicken. The reason why we clean our meat this way exactly is because for the smell. If you don't clean your meat like this, there is a smell. Like, it's not as soon as you cook the chicken. When the chicken is hot, you're not gonna smell it. It's afterwards, once it cools down and you go ahead and you heat it up, it has the smell like it's senti cuit. That means like it smells like a raw smell. It's like, I can't explain it that much, but I know what I'm talking about. And you probably smelt it too and ain't know what it was. Or if you never smelt it, then I don't know what to tell you, baby. Because I sure enough, like if you get like Popeyes or Pollo or stuff like that where they don't clean their meat and you reheat the food up, that I can never eat it. It gives me like, I just can't eat it. It gives me Kaplan. That mean like, it makes me nauseous. Yeah, I don't like it. So here I got my little tea kettle and I put some water in it and let it boil. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that hot water over the chicken. All right. If you're going to cook the skin on, do not do this part because it's going to shrivel up the skin. And you're going to be looking like, ew, I don't even want the skin no more. Every time I do that, like I go ahead and I just remove the skin because the skin be looking all like, ugh. Yeah. So now I went ahead and I let it sit for a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and drain it. I'm going to just go ahead and clear off that pot, that same pan that I use. It's a bowl, the same bowl that I use. And I'm going to go ahead and use that one again because I don't want to use too many stuff. Ain't nobody got time to be washing a bunch of dishes. All right, here we go. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove any excess fat that we see. We're just basically running our hands through it. And we're just going to do this to every single piece, run our hands through it. If we see any excess, anything, we're just going to go ahead and remove it. All right, just like you see me doing right there. Right, now that we have went ahead and done cleaning it, we're going to go ahead and start to marinate it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add some epis. All right, I do have in the description box below the link of how to make epis. All right, so here I am. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add two Maggi cubes. All right, so because we want this thing to be very flavorful. And when you're getting the Maggi, make sure you get the correct one. Make sure at the bottom of the box it says hard and crumbly, because they do have a soft tablet, and if you get that one, it is the wrong one. And you see how the bottom was light blue? It has to be light blue, not dark blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and also add some adobo. I added like a tablespoon of adobo, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna marinate it. Don't worry, you guys, I'm gonna have the exact recipe in the description box below. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and marinating that, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna maneuver it everywhere to make sure every single last piece of chicken gets some of that seasoning. If you have time, child, let this go ahead and sit for the day before, for 24 hours, or a couple hours before you cook it. But baby, sometimes you ain't got time for that. If you could make it right away. Shoot, I ain't had time today. I had to make it right away. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove it from my bowl and put it in an aluminum tray where I'm going to bake it in. And the excess piece that we have, we're just gonna go ahead and pour it over the chicken. A true Haitian will tell you have to boil the chicken first before you bake it. That's how they would really do it, to be honest with you guys. But I don't like to do that. I feel like it dries out the chicken. So I just bake it because chicken doesn't take long to cook, okay? And it's not like pork where if you don't boil it, it'll be inedible. No. So I'm going to go ahead and add some thyme and some parsley in the middle, and I went ahead and added 2 hot peppers at the end. The peppers are green. The green ones are not really hot. It's like mild. So I went ahead and put that. And then I put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. All right. Then when it was done, I'm going to go ahead and drain it from the excess juices that ran throughout the chicken. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in that little bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and dispose of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing. I like to keep a little bit of the juice in there just because it could give the chicken some moisture and it won't be too dry. So I do like to keep a little bit of that in there. Now what I'm going to do is add my little barbecue sauce. Okay, I'm gonna add the barbecue sauce all over the chicken. You can add whatever kind of barbecue sauce is your favorite, baby. Whatever you like, I like it too. That's what you do, because it's gonna be for you. All right. Me, I like Sweet Baby Ray's. I don't care what nobody say. That thing be popping, so that's what I'm going to be using. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that all over all of my chicken drumsticks, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of bell peppers. I got the yellow, the green, the red, the orange. I got it all. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on there for some color to make it pop. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of parsley. You know, if you add a little parsley on something, it look like you did something. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of parsley on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pop it back in the oven for about like 10 minutes, just so the barbecue sauce could heat up. I don't like no cold barbecue sauce on my chicken, so I kind of want it to heat up so it all can be hot. And boom, bam, there we have it. Barbecue chicken the Haitian way. Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.